hello. Yeah, hello. Welcome, first timers. I know, please, you're welcome to Owning My Story with your girl favorite Uhuru. And yeah, welcome, just welcome. And I'm happy to connect with you. I'm happy to just get back to us sharing and chatting and like I said, if it's your first time, please recommend this channel to your friends and family. Let them subscribe. You can always comment. And thank you so much. Hope, Adela Hope, for always watching in, for always following, for always giving your feedback, for always commenting. I appreciate that. And I hope to be a little bit consistent. I hope to, it's a learning experience. This, technology is not our friend. We're just learning technology. So it's a learning experience for me. And for that, give me your suggestions, your opinions, and the ideas of us improving the quality of what I can share with all of us here. I just felt today I should have a quick run here. Basically because on social media there was a post by Tricia Woolley, and it was about a kid committing suicide, and that kind of touched me because those who must have come across my posts or who must have interacted with me of late have a clue of the kind of things I'm passionate about. And parenting, okay, let's just say family in general is one of the things. I think the two things actually that I'm so passionate about in this life of mine is family and then HIV. And because these two things I'm so passionate about, because these two things have, they have been, I don't know, they've been a part of my life, which for the most part, they have made me who I am today. They have in a certain way dictated a lot of my interactions, my way of life, my reasoning, my everything. And for that, it has also kind of dictated my career path right now, in a way that I have decided to abandon my previous career paths just to pursue the new career because of, like I said, my life experience and all that. And for that, I want to share parenting. I'm not discrediting in a disclaimer. I am just yet a student. I'm studying masters in counseling psychology. I'm not yet a licensed counselor, but mostly what I do share on this channel and in any public platform that I share, it's mainly what I've learned based on my experiences and my interaction with professionals, as far as mental health is concerned. So what caught my attention was like a young kid committing suicide. I didn't watch that video on TikTok because such scary things, they trigger me so much that I don't want to even give myself the time or expose myself to watching such things, because it can affect me for days. And having gone very close to moments of the suicide myself, of wanting to commit suicide myself, or having gone to the extremes of such situations, I just don't want to. But the reason I'm here is the reason I'm doing this short video and sharing it with you guys is this. Behind every aggressive what's the word? Yeah, behind every aggressive, disobedient child, there's a deep emotion. The emotion could be the emotion could be frustration, it could be anger, it could be sadness. There's something. And the reason why I'm saying that is I was a very difficult child to raise. But if you're to ask the different people that I've lived with, them again. Like I can tell you, the different people I've lived with, if you ask them about me today, oh, what kind of child was Favor, they would give you so many different opinions. And that's because I was disrespectful, I was stubborn, I was aggressive, I was all this to certain particular group of people. And this was because I had issues. I had issues of anger, issues of frustration against these people. So in any interaction, any given chance, any given intense of interaction with them, the worst of me always comes out. And that's in one way, which means if they were saying, like, for example, and this person, let me be honest here in this particular case, out of I lived, everyone else I lived with apart from my mother, I was the best child, because I have aunties that I've lived with who think, oh my goodness, Pepper was Pepper was a very obedient child, always very hardworking and everything. That experience is not the same as with my mom, you know. And this video is not enough for me to express that, but that is simply because I was frustrated with my mom. This frustration is built from as young as 4, 5, 6 years old. I want to tell you guys, this frustration is built as when I was as young as 5, 6 years old. I was angry with her. I was angry with her. I was frustrated with her. I was so frustrated. I was angry with her. I was ashamed of her. And you with time, you guys will get to understand why those emotions of anger, of frustration, of shame, and all those, why I had them towards her. But then I didn't, our parenting, you can't have a conversation with your parents. You don't walk to your mom and tell your mom, hey, I'm annoyed with you. You don't. So because I didn't get to express these emotions towards her, the emotions will now project themselves with our everyday interactions. Like, hey, if ever go and do for me this, I wouldn't feel, I can just walk. Come back here, I'll take off, run off, go play with kids. I'll, she'll ask me to do something, I wouldn't do it. She'll talk to me, I can talk back, like those kind of interactions. And having grown and having had, first of all, how did I know I was angry at my mom? How did I know I was frustrated with my mom? This was explained. Okay, I found out this when I ended up in a mental hospital, which is a story for another day. And then imagine someone who didn't know me. Imagine I met a psychiatrist or a psychotherapist, American national, whom we just had a first interaction and was able to depict these emotions. She was able to depict these emotions from me, but just by the way I was talking, I was expressing myself, and I was expressing myself and mentioning these people, my father, my mother, my this, my that, and then she was able to notice, oh, she's so angry with so and so, why could she be angry with so and so? Oh, she's this way about so and so, why could she be? Just by me talking, this person was able to detect. And then when we went deeper, and I was like, oh my goodness, so this is it. And like I said, that was my inspiration to want to also become that counselor, that psychotherapist who changed my life for good. And something I've been since being discharged from the hospital, since that encounter, I've always been. And most of our emotions we are dealing with in our adult life, you guys, these emotions we have absorbed, we have learned, we have adapted to right from childhood, and the biggest part of it being parenting. And we can do better. We can do better. Even the kids you see who are so reserved, they don't talk, there's something that has drawn them to those being reserved and everything. So behind every emotion of a child, all I can say is, to close this video, is behind every emotion of a child, there's a deeper, behind every behavior of a child, let me use the word of behavior, behind every behavior of a child, whether it being very aggressive, very stubborn, very this, there's a frustration or whatever it is, there's a deeper emotion to it, there's a deeper reason. And what I'm challenging us as parents to do is to find out what what are those deeper issues? What is it? It's only the child who knows what those emotions are. And if you're not in a capacity as a parent to be able to find out this from your child, when you notice changes in your child, like you feel there's something about your child that is not right, guys, don't keep quiet. If you can't exploit yourself, get in touch. You can get in touch with me. I may not do it myself, but I can recommend. I'm in the group. I'm a part of Uganda Counselors Association. I'm in that platform. I have people I know whom I could recommend for you to have these conversations with your child, or for them to have those conversations with your child, for to dig deeper in your child to find out what are those emotions, and to see if how we can fix, how it can be fixed. Please, guys, you just can't go, oh, my child doesn't listen to me, my child is too stubborn, my child, I'm tired of my child. We say these things in anger, and these things go deep. The child backs it. My mom said my mom is tired of me. My mom said, I don't know why this so and so. I don't know why you're even my child. You're better than it's better if I didn't have you. You're now saying all this, you're not, like, you're just not making it better. You're not making it better. While this child frustrates you, but then you end up saying terrible things to this child, and the child just keeps adding. You're not helping the situation. So behind a very disobedient or aggressive, whatever the emotions that your child is feeling, you're telling your child, you feel the child is not respecting you, there's a deep emotion. Like I'm saying, there's a deep emotion. This child could be frustrated with you or with people around him, could be angry, it could be sad, or whatever emotions this child is expressing. Please, as parents, whether an uncle or auntie or whatever, when we detect these emotions in our children, let's seek for help. If you can, okay, you can get in touch, reach out, if you feel you can be equipped, by having these conversations with you. If you feel you can be equipped to be the one to reach out to your child and find out what those emotions are, and then make the necessary changes to fix the situation, well and good. But if you feel you cannot do it, you're not in a position, maybe the relationship between you and your child is so broken that the child cannot trust you easily to open up to you, please seek for help, for us to avoid these situations over here, an innocent child losing their life. Like, no, we can't do this. So, like I said, if you've noticed any difference in your child, you feel like your child is not acting like the way you would expect, or in a normal way children are supposed to this even goes to teenagers, this even goes to grown-up children. If there are those issues there, please, guys, I'm begging us, let's reach out, let's seek for help. If you think you can be equipped to fix, to be able to go back to your child, to be able to have these conversations with this child, well and good. But if you feel you're not in position to do it, reach out. This child can still be, someone else can be the one to have these conversations with this child, and for this child to open up to you, open up to the situation, open up those emotions, and then solutions or recommendations can be made to fix the situation. We don't want to lose, we don't have to lose our children again to suicide or to drugs or to whatever. Our children don't have to go and seek refuge through other solutions other than us as parents, as their primary caregivers, as their primary, as their primary support system. Family is everything. So if we're the ones to disappoint them, where do we expect them to go? Our parents have done their part. We are not, that's like I said, we're not discrediting what our parents have done, but we can do better. And like I said, if it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe. We'll always keep sharing such messages and such conversations. We'll always keep having them. And that's all what I had for you for today. Love you. Ciao.